Alright, today I'm working on a redcat earthquake 3.5. I just taken it out the other day after I had put a different transmission because I had another one of these that I used for parts. Changed the transmission out, took it out, ran perfect. All of a sudden my steering wasn't working, throttle, brake, everything else is working. So I shut it off, brought it home, took everything apart. Right here's the on-off switch. Double checked the battery and stuff. For a minute there I couldn't get the receiver to work. After a little bit of playing with wires, I got the receiver to work. Steering still was not working. So, over here is the steering servo where it is located at. And how to get to that, there's going to be one screw, two screws, three screws right there. Which this piece goes right here. It's a little plastic piece, a little brush guard piece. Just pop that out of the way. You can get to your steering servo. There's going to be a piece of plastic right there where that white piece is. You're going to remove a screw out of that. And then you're going to come down here to the bottom. There will be two holes and then two pieces of plastic poking through, kind of like guidelines. And then you pop the two screws out, and you can pull your ESC out from right there. Then your wire will be up into here to your receiver, and there's a little notch, barely, you can't see it right here, but way down there there's a little hole that you can get it out of. After you have your steering servo out, there will be four screws right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right on the bottom right here is going to be the little notches that line it back up when it's going in, which you can see right there. So what I've done now is I've kind of pulled it out to show you guys what pieces are on there. You can see a little bit of light coming through right there where the wire goes. So you got to shove it back up through there or pull it out, but be careful because the hole is small. And then there's the plastic arm right there on the left hand side. So what I found out is that this right here is what goes on it, onto your steering servo. This is the turnbuckle. All the teeth in there are stripped out, so I tightened the screw down, and then the screw was just moving, but this wasn't. So I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. I have some extra parts around, see if I can try to get it going again. But that's pretty much how to get to the steering servo on this. It's pretty simple on this vehicle. There's not a whole lot to move. Like I said, there'd be 1, 2, 3 right there. Move the plastic piece out. Then you have two screws right here. One screw that's going to be on that white piece right there. And then you'll have to pull your cord out of here if you have to change it. And then to change out this piece right here, there's a plastic arm right there. You can kind of see it sitting up top there with the metal on it. There'll be a screw going through that, through this section right here. After you pop it off of the white piece right there, you kind of take it, bend it out this way. You might have to twist it a little bit, pop the screw out, and get this out of the way if that goes bad. Now I have tightened the screws on. You can see how the plastic pieces go to line up. I had these in there before, but they usually strip out on me like this one did right here. So what I had to do is I took my grinder, kind of grinded through it to give it a spot where I could put a flathead in there to get it out. I use this type of grinder right here. I picked this up at Walmart. It's a little grinding disc on there. Take it kind of across the middle of your screw, right in the middle, and kind of go back and forth, give yourself a little flathead spot. Usually you can get them out like that if they strip out. So now that's back in. I ran my wire up through there, did all that. Now I have to put on the other parts, and I'll show that here in a minute. Here's the next piece that goes on right here. I don't have a new one in, but I can show everybody kind of how I took it on and off. I have a different one on there right now that I was hoping was going to work, but it will not work. So right here, this will go on right here. It should have little grooves inside of there. This will pop onto here. And there's also that bar back there with the metal on top of it that screws into the top of this right here. You kind of have to play with it a little bit to get it out of there, but it's only one screw in the top, one screw right there. And then you usually, you should be able to keep this connected on the part that goes to the bar back here if this part isn't bad. So you just leave that connected, kind of just, when it's connected to the bar, kind of push it up right here, up out of the way. and then you can pull your receiver in and out. And then after you get all that done, you want to make sure when you go to put that piece on that I just showed you that your remote control is on, that your steering trim is at 0. Turn this on, make sure it's at that 0 when you go to put it on. You want to have it going straight up and down, just like this. Make sure your wheels are straight when you go to put it on.